Welcome to Ujima, your destination for vibrant African artistry. Today, we journey to Accra, Ghana, to meet a phenomenal talent whose work captivates life's intricate details with stunning precision. Prepare to delve into his world, exploring his techniques and the inspiration behind his inspiring canvases. We will discover what drew him to art, his unique approach, creative inspiration, and deep connections with the community through art events aimed at inspiring creativity. Join us as we discuss his challenges, successes, and the value he finds in connecting with community members through the arts. Join us for an intimate conversation to uncover the stories woven into his work and learn what it means for his art to be shared with a global audience through Ujima.Shop. Get ready to experience a different perspective on life through the eyes of an artistic visionary. Let's begin.
So my name is Joesph Aboagye. I come from Ghana, Accra, and I'm an artist. So growing up as an artist, I went to Joesph primary school. So after that, I further up to go to another College of Art and Design to further my education. Since I really love art and I really want to purchase it to the next level. So after another College of Art, I finished 2000. I went 2008 and finished 2012. So after I became a self-employed. So growing up as an artist, there were some challenges that I faced. So these are the challenges that I faced. I really want to do art, my parents don't really want to allow me to do art. So I have to go to, there were a couple of artists around here who, they are not really magical, so I have to go there, help them with one or two styles and things. So they'll be teaching me a little bit, little by little bit, before I went to school. So when I went to college, I didn't know much further. So there's small technique that they showed me. I use it to apply for the school, for school, and also the classes also really helped me. I was not really good. So one funny thing was I went and sat with a lady who was so great and was doing marvelous things. So I was like, what is this girl trying to tell me that he's better than me? A girl painting like this, and who am I? So I said to myself, I'm going to beat this girl. So there was a lady, there was also a guy who came who really he's really good. So I have to run from where I'm sitting to the lady to that guy to also teach me, because I really want to beat that lady. So anytime we have a class and the teacher came around, they were like, look at what the lady has done and look at what you are doing. So I felt so bad to myself and I said no. So I built up myself and I want to start to the guy who really knows so well and touch me and teach me for a while. So when we reached second semester, I started doing the girl who was really doing good. I started doing his assignment for him. So the teachers were like, wow, this guy has taken his lessons really serious. So it made me so feel like I'm really getting there. I'm really getting there. So it really boosts my system to do further. So after school, and I became self-employed, self-taught. So every 26th December, we have a program that we do for the kids. Because growing up as an artist, the challenges that I faced, I couldn't get enough materials. I really want to do art, but no one was really pushing me. I really pushed myself. No one pushing me. With the little help of my parents, but was not that much, because they were saying, what are you going to do? Try and do something better about art. What is art? Try and do, you won't get money from art. There is nothing inside art. Try and do businessman, doctor, lawyer, and what have you. But I said to myself, I had this feeling inside me that I really want to be a great artist and I really want to prove them wrong that there is something in this art. So the reason why I chose this program, helping the kids to come out with their own style, or the kids who don't have the platform to do art or to bring out what is in them. So I said to a couple of artists that there's this thing that is within me I really want to do, so they can help me. So we sat down and we came an agreement and we had the best solution of how to do it. So every 26th December, we had this program on the street side. So we tried to block the road. And the main reason for this program is to encourage this young kids that do not have the chance to learn art or to nature, not per se art, but to bring out what is in them. They have talent. So first of all, we try to introduce them to art, introduce them to like the basics, motivate them. Because there is something you don't let anyone like destroy what is in you. So if you feel bold and no matter how it is, just keep pushing and keep pushing. It's going to be good. So we started this thing for like in a low side. So as time goes on, it become big. So we had no, we said this time around, let's the children allow them to do what they really want to do to explore it. But at first, we will teach them like do this and do that. So in the second thing that we did this, so we saw that no, there was some great talent in these children. So we had a conversation with him, asking that why do they not like come around to us, like come to the studio, so they could like we could teach them. And they were like some of them were like they don't really get the time, to come here and come here. Anytime they tell their parents that they really want to come, and then those are no, you have a lot of stuff to do. You have to go here, go sell this, go there, go there. So that the moment they will finish, they don't have the time. It will be night, so they can't come, to learn. So I said to myself, I have to take this thing, let the world know about what is going on in my society. So I came out with this thing, and I tried to in my own artistic way, I try to make a painting out of them by telling a story about my society that there are young people talented here who don't really have who don't really have like the time to come to like lecture what bring what it's inside them. And I believe that as a kid growing, there is a talent in you, and this talent is going to help to make this world a greater like world. Why do I say that? Because every kid has an amazing talent inside it, and if this talent are done, I don't think the world is going to have a greater like place for them to stay, or to like a better things in the world to look up to. So the program name was like building confidence and creativity like through art. Why this thing? First of all, the children don't really have confidence in them. You always have the thought that anytime like you want to start something, there is this kind of fear. There's this kind of fear inside it that like, can I do it? Will I spoil it? Will it be okay? So we have to build those like kind of like confidence in there, because for example, I take myself an example. I've been there before. I had those thoughts in my mind. So that's the reason why we use like building confidence and creativity through art. So with the confidence, we try to lecture them on how to be so creative. And so we try to paint with them with like, for example, we take blue, mix it with red, apply it on your card. We do it, they also do it. So after that, we try to leave them so like they could use their own creative mind to create something. So is there that we saw that no, there was this kind of like great hidden talent inside them. So we choose after that we choose a selective like children who have really that great like talent in them. So with them we try to like sponsor them with our own like needs, like example like sketchpad, paint, book, and what have you. So with this case, we try to have a class with them this every weekend, so that we could boost their confidence and their creativity level, so that they could also have those kind of like confidence that anything that they do, they're gonna do it. They should believe in themselves in whatever they do. They shouldn't like panic that is this going to be like okay, can I do it? Will it come out well? So we had a conversation with I think like three children, and one was like anytime like uh she be like she's a female, like she'll be watching movie this kind of like drawing and stuff, and she be seeing those like why people like doing so much like great stuff in this video. So it has a question that, so I've been watching this video, and I've been seeing them doing this, but can I also do that? Because they have put this perception in them that like they cannot do nothing because the whites can do better than them. So we told them that it is not true. If you put this intention inside your mind, then you're killing your talent, because all of them have a talent, but they work towards it and make it better. So it's up to you to make a decision. I know I'm going to prove them, or I'm going to show them that we also can do much better and much better than what what they are doing. So we were really shocked. So we had a training with them, like I think like 1 week or 2 weeks. And to be honest with you, the girls were like doing a great stuff that we could even not imagine of like thinking about. So this is whereby I also took the team upon myself that I'm going to work on this thing. So that's the reason why I took this team and I was working on it to show and to tell a story about Manchester, about the kids who are in Manchester who don't really believe in themselves that they can also do it. Because I always take myself an example. I came from there and I had those experiences. So I know how it feel like. So I made myself an example to them like, look, this is what I passed through and this is what I am now. So I captured through their emotion what they were going through in terms of like not them getting the opportunity to like come and learn so that their talent which is in them, that their hidden talent which is in them is going to come out great so that they will be a great artist in the future. So I try to take this kind of mood that they were going through as this is where I use my artistic idea to like come out with this kind of mood that they go through when they have this feeling that they really want to learn this, but their parents are not even getting they are not giving them chance, or they don't really have someone to motivate them to do what they do. So I try to talk to them, motivate and talk to them more why this stuff is happening. So I take their emotions and I transfer it into the canvas to tell people that there are this kind of thing in my society that goes through this kind of thing. So, like example, I could take a picture of a, a female or a kid like in a pensive mood or in maybe annoying mood or in a sad mood. So because do those days that they don't get a time, they don't really get a time to work. Sometimes you feel annoyed. You want to do something and no one is giving you the chance to do it. You feel nervous. You really want to push, but no one is pushing you. So it makes you like a whole lot of thoughts like come through your mind. What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do? But like meanwhile, this talent it is hidden from them. It is dying slowly, slowly, slowly by you.
Working with
So
children.
since I started working, I learned about like fear neighbors. Why is it fear neighbors? Because interacting with them, they were like, sometimes I really want to skip for my house duties and come, but like I fear that if I skip and come, if I skip and come, there's going to be a punishment for me to like for it. So in the conversation with them, I learned that if we have a talent inside, we should take the risks, whatever it takes to do, like whatever it takes for us to like to lecture or like bring out our hidden talent, which is dying from us. I also had that fear as going as a kid or a child. So talking to them, I really learned that no matter what it is, we have to take a risk or whatever like we feel like we love to do or we feel like doing.
Tell us more about your journey into this particular vein of work that you're doing today. What were the types of artwork and pieces that you created when you first began? And how did that transition more into what you just told us about?
Yeah, so like coming up with this project, I had a commission work and the client sent me a picture of pensive like mood of children. So when he sent that picture to me, I was like, so that picture reflected back in my memory that the like came to me that like this project that I've been saying like that I'll be doing. So the picture reference was what took me back, and I realized that no, there is kind of program that I really need to do for the kid. So that was a picture that really boast to me that first in mind I had this vision that I really want to do, but like it was not clear with me. I really want to be sure of myself, and I really want to be sure of where I want to start and where I go. So that it was that picture which really pushed me and motivated me, like to push up deeper for this program that I really want to do for the kid. Yeah, so the what I see in the child was like nervous, frustration, uh, uh, sadness, and pensive mood, in them. So anytime I'll be having this conversation with a child, I look directly straight into their eyes because all my pains, I really want to connect, like body language, emotion through my painting. So anytime you connect to the painting, the painting, especially the eyes, you feel you as an individual person, like watching my eyes, you feel directly, like you feel so connected to the painting. So it talks to you directly when you look through the painting of the eyes or the motion. So I could say the first thing that inspired me was the lady in class. Yeah, so she was the first person who, like, because to be honest with you, I also love playing soccer too, like so well. So when I was in college, so we close around 1:30. So anytime the time is 1:30, I'll be the first person to raise up my hand and tell the lecturer, like, it is time, you have to close. But like I realized that no, I am really worrying myself. So I have to sit back, and try to learn much so that I could beat the lady. Because as I said earlier, the lady was really, 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 really wow, was really serious. And and the eat was so I can't eat, so I have to run from the lady and go sit at somewhere and lecture myself, master myself for a canvas. I could say she was the first, like, my motivation in my life, who really like inspired me, to be a good artist. She was really the first person. I really love art so much. But like I didn't love it to a extent that, like, at first I really want to take it to the next level. Why am I saying that? Because I also lay my focus on the football because I really love soccer too much. So it was the lady who like twist my mind and said no. Because what really pushes me, I always say this, what really pushes me is like looking at that girl's, painting or class assignment and sitting like right beside me. Anytime I look at the work, like I said to myself, no, when it's one thing, I'm not going to raise up my hand anymore. I will stay till like 6 before I go and learn and make sure I beat that girl. And finally, I like succeeded beating that girl. So we went to the next level, and I was the one doing the assignment and everything for her. So and she was like, wow, like, yeah, I told her I'm going to beat you.
In your life.
Yeah, I was really manifesting so anytime I talk to anyone, this is the first thing I'll be telling them. That it was this particular girl who really motivated me, to work hard and work hard and work hard to reach where I'm at. Yeah, yeah. When I was young, my parents, like, supported. I could not say they supported me, but not to to really extent of, like, going after the art school, going to further my education. When I was in college, there was a town called Kasua, and that Kasua was non-developed place. So I have to walk. I have to walk like how many my like a long distance to pick a car, and the distance, the distance that or the lorry fare that my mom and my dad gave was not really much enough. But I really appreciated those times. So it also, like, really motivated me also because when I go to college, I don't have lorry fare to go back home. So I'll be doing people assignments, to them to get cash to go to go back home. So I could say they really kind of like supported me, but not in supporting me as after finishing college because I really want to go further in art, but I couldn't get that support. So I could say they also did their best for me. They were really supportive. Growing up as an artist or finishing another and becoming an individual like person or self-employed person. It hasn't been easy. It has been tough. Because sometimes you could be there and work will not be coming. Sometimes the thoughts will be coming in my mind. I should stop, go find some job and look. But anytime I come to the studio and sit closer to my work, anytime I look to my work, it really like, motivated me so much that no, there is more like better days ahead of me. So I should keep pushing. So I could say my work's also like, motivate me. Anytime I look to my work, wow, it got to a time really, to be honest, I really want to give up because I was not getting, contract, I was not getting commission, I was not nothing is coming. All I could do is like come to the studio, come work and go back home. You know. So my painting really, really motivates me. And here in Ghana too, as I could say, at first art was not really, they don't really appreciate. I was not going. So it is by Europe that you could see that art was really going, but it's not that you could see it is really like pushing to get access to gallery and stuff. It wasn't easy because I was not well known. Well known. People really know me, and they look at how many exhibitions have you done and how many commissions work have you done before they could introduce you into a gallery. But at that time, I was not getting all this kind of exposure. I was doing everything, by myself. So I think I could say my work really motivated me. Anytime I come to the studio and look to my work, and uh, I could say there is kind of like hope for me. So that was keeps me like moving forward and motivated. How I start my piece, example like this. If when I will take the picture, I just uh, sit for a while, analyze the picture, study the picture so well, and after that, I choose my colors. The colors I really want to choose. It depends on the type of the picture the picture that I took, and it depends on like the expression that I choose. So I look at that and I take. That's how I take my colors and what I really want to use. I could get the pictures and I could look to it and I could say like this picture, I need to use like brighter colors to use. So if I start, I'll study the picture so well, like 2 days, 3 days. I don't just take the picture and start. I'll just meditate on the picture. So when I come to the canvas, I know what I'm going to do. So the canvas when I come, I just sketch the face like roughly. I just sketch it roughly, the eyes roughly, the nose roughly. So I then mix all my colors that I really want to use. I really want to like mix the colors and put it down. So the reason why I mix all the colors and put it down because I don't want you to go back like mix color and it will finish and I'll go back and go mix it in. I really want to like mix it like bunch. So when I'm applying because I really want to apply it I really want to apply it thick. I don't want it like smooth. I really want you to feel there's some textures in the painting. So I apply it thick. So after the sketch, I then start with the eyes because I really base on the eyes. So like what because that is where the connection I take my connection from. So I start from the eyes, then secondly I start from the nose, and lastly I start from the mouth and the face all over. So that's how. Yeah, so when I take the picture, I don't want to duplicate like the same picture. So I use my artistic way, to change it a little bit. So that's the reason why that's where I apply like maybe if I produce one colors, I have a way of like making it plenty colors. It depends on like uh how many color tones or how many color scheme I could say like in artistic way, how many color scheme do I really want to apply? Because if you could see this painting, you are not just seeing like one tone, two tone, three tones, but I'm seeing like a lot of like tones inside. So that's how I choose. I choose like to differentiate with the like. So when you see the picture and you see the painting, you can see there's much difference inside. So that's how I choose to do it. So when I'm painting, I talk to myself, and I talk to a couple of like people too, and I really want to like bring our like emotions through the canvas. So anytime like you see the work, it talk to you directly. Because if you really want to talk to someone and you don't want the person like to know like you're talking to you, you use eye contact. So I really want to paint, so like to depict emotions, like emotion within inside us. So anytime you see my painting, like it hits you inside you, and it makes you like remember some, maybe someone go to your nose, someone make you feel bad, someone make you feel sad, someone make you happy. So that's the kind of connection I really want to like connect with a person who is like trying to look my work. I really want my painting to connect to you anytime you say it, connect to you like straightly. I don't want whereby you could see my painting and you be like, what is it? What is it? I really want it to hit you, so you could like relate to it. So when you see the painting, you feel like, wow, this painting is really talking to me. I feel this word, and I really love this word. So so that's how I. So this one, so with this one is it's not finished yet. Like this one, I name it Where is Hope? The reason where is hope, because if you could see like the face expression is like it's looking up and his face is like there is no hope anywhere. So that's where I come inside, and with the conversation I had with the case, they'll be like they feel like there is no hope. So that's why I come in like to motivate them and tell them no, there is still hope. So I take their emotions and I try to put it on the canvas for the viewers to also eat them and to also feel the kind of like the pains what the children are going through. Because if the children are going through this kind of like pain, like example, sadness, sorrows, like annoying, nervous, and all this kind of like our creativity like is really going to that. So I think they really have to get hope. They really need someone to motivate them, because like I said earlier on, if kids creativity are dying, then how would the world be like? And without heart, how would the world be like? Because creativity comes from true when you are a kid. So when your creativity is dying, I think there's no hope. So this is where we come inside, motivate the kids, and bring the emotions, to the canvas, and to narrate it to the viewers who are really like watching the art. So it could aid them, so they could feel what the kids are going through. I could remember, was it last year? A client came here and I had this kind of like painting, which was landscape. So the moment like the moment he came to the studio, so the work hit him. I was like, oh, I like I like this work. This work made me like remember to a place that I went. I even took a picture of it, but I lost the picture. So I think I'm going to get this painting. So only time I see this painting, it's going to like relate to me that this was a place that I go. I could say I see myself as because it's always my dream for to make a painting that really inspires people, and also like change people perspective, change their ways of living. For example, like as I said as a kid, so I feel so happy and so proud that like my painting is like is changing life. Why did I say changing life? Because it was a story told by like, or it's a story told by like the children who I had a conversation with, and with them that I had a conversation, I tried to took their emotions and bring it to the canvas, and people are really responding to it. So I see myself like I'm doing well. I'm trying to put a smile on people's face who like they feel like there is no hope in whatever in anything that they are going through, not especially art. Like they really want to do something, but like they feel like they can't do it. They can't they are afraid that it's going to spoil. It won't come up great. It will not show up great. So I see myself like putting a spark into that and motivating them to take a step for whatever like they love to do or their passion. it really motivates me to do more because I really love it. Because without criticism, like you know, like what you are doing is good or is bad. So anytime I make a canvas painting, I really like invite people to come inside and come to criticize it, whatever they feel like uh, about the work. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it going on well? So I take their words, very, very strong. And in the next painting that I do, I try to put all this I try to mix it all inside to make. So that's what keeps me pushing. I really love criticism. So it's really motivating. It really pushes me to do much further and much, much. Go anytime they criticize my work because you could look. Everybody has a point of view how he or she looks the work. So maybe if you criticize the work, like I could do a work and maybe example, you could see a child playing. You could see like I could see dogs playing. Maybe that's he or she perception. So I also try to approach them and let them know, explain much more about the painting, so about it, so they could have more further an idea about what I portray. I remember I had an exhibition. A client came and was like, I don't really understand about this work. Like this work is not, it's not nice. And so I really approach it, and we had a conversation, and I really explained much, and also like, wow, I think I like this work. So that was when she fall in love with the work and bought it. So I think criticism is also part of this work. So I feel so happy about it because, as I said earlier on, everyone has this perception of how to interact with the artwork. So anytime you say something bad or good about it, I try to approach you, or I try to take it. So anytime that I'm working, I try to work upon it, and so that is how I work.
You
So I would say, eye really play a major role part of our body. It's the most significant in our body. It plays a bigger role in our entire system. Because if you really want to look something or really want to connect something with, you use your eyes. So that is, if you really want to look something from afar, or you want to talk, like as I said, you want to talk you want to talk with someone without like speaking, you try to connect it with your eye. You could sit down and be like, as I'm sitting, I could stare at you with some eye, and you understand what I'm trying to tell you. So that's the reason why I really play more focus on the eye. So I think the eye really play a major role, like a major role in our system. So that's the reason why I really focus on the eyes. So I could say, it's all about, patience. Why do I say patience? I have a couple of artists who can like take image and paint over, but with not getting much patience and much time in this work, they try to like mess up with it. So I believe that when anytime you do, I really take time in doing my work. There's nothing in this world that you're doing and taking time, and you're taking your time, not going to do it so well. But not just taking your time in like in the right way. You could take your time for so many years, and you could end up not doing it, not doing so well, not doing so well. So I could say it's all about time and it's all about patience. I know a couple of artists who when it's painting a portrait, it could take like 1 month, 2 months just to finish. Not that it's lazy, but he really want to like study the picture and he really want to like bring out uh, much details so that the work could really stand up to his satisfaction. So I really want my work. I really want my work to remember when I'm no more. Maybe my work is there. To remember like Joesph is the artist who always like paints about emotions, and anytime like we see where like he related to us about about our emotions or about something that like we went through and we couldn't get like the solution to it. So anytime they see my work, they'll be like, wow, I went through this kind of mess. But anytime I see about Joesph work, like it's really like motivates me, it's really empowering me that this is the kind of story about Joesph tell to us about his painting. That these are the kind of stuff that you do that really motivate. And he also speaks about like uh connecting his work to as connecting the work to the individual people. So anytime like you see his work, it hits you, you know, it hits you, and it really like connect you to feel like you really want to do something, like you are in love with the work. As I was saying, this community has really helped me. In which way? People don't really like understand art. When I came here, they were like, I'm not going to take this money to buy art or purchase art because I'm not eating. So I have to think about my stomach first because I don't know the value of art and I don't know what it's going to do to me or what it's going to do to my daily living. So I try to like interact with them, like talk to them, lecture them much more, let them know about art, what art is all about. So I try to take most of their questions or most of their living, the way of their living, and most of their way of like understanding art, and the reason why they don't really understand art because they were not really taught how to like live with art. So they think like I wake up in the morning, go get some food to eat, dress up, and go to work. But so now the way of their dressing, the way of their living is also a form of art. So I interact with them, let them know how art is, their way of living. So their way of living made me transfer it to my canvas to also see a story about where I'm living, to make people know that where I'm living, this is what and what I've been going there in my community. So as an artist, this is why I come in to portray this kind of living, to tell a story to them about the living that is being lived here. Yeah, so at first they don't really know that they don't really know they have no idea about the art. So since we started this program, so it made their mind like open and made them like realize that art is really like a bigger road. It's not about just drawing, but it's about a whole couple of things. So as I said earlier, since we started this program, the first time the kids were not like much, the second time, the third time. So the fourth time, the kids were so many. So it made me realize that they are like really progressing in this, that they are really like knowing about. So I think in the next future, it's going to really affect the whole community. It's going to make this community a better decision I have to make. Is like as I said, I really love soccer so much. So anytime when it's soccer time, our friends will be like calling me, Joe, it is time for soccer. I'll be sitting down, I'll be like, this talk, I have to go play. But I said to myself, no, I'm going to play. Like it's about something that you love or something you are passionate about. It. You really want to do it. So I could say soccer was really was the most like difficult decision that I have to make. To stay in my zone, to like to progress in my art, to work. Because I could say I really love soccer so much, and taking that decision was not easy for me to take that decision. That I'm not going to play soccer. I have to stay focused on what I'm doing because I know what my target is. I know what I really want to eat. So that was the difficult decision that I had to make. Sustain. Actually, this place was like like small. So I could say uh, a man that I really like, a man that I really work for owns this place, and I had a chat with him and I was like, I really want to take this place to do my art. And he was like, do you have money to take this place to do it? Because this area is about like businesses. So they think that this art kind of like further me like money to own this place. So I have to have a conversation with him. I have to like I was using like a phone, and I have to sell my phone to take this place and sell a couple of things, so like to take because my ambition and like my success and where I really want to go was really high. So I have to take that like decision like to stay in this place to work. But I was not having really work every place like anywhere to work. So I have to take this decision, to sustain here towards.
Tell us more
Different things
about.
like I do outside the principle, like I have to, like go to do like home painting and stuff. I have to someone to call me and have a job. I want you to assist me, to go where. So for this kind of, I was not feeling comfortable. I have to do it to, to get some money to sustain this way. So I've done mason work, I've done carpentry, I've done labor, and I've done like I've been an electrician, not full time electrician, but I just like chisel walls and all this stuff like for me to sustain it. So I think apart from that, this was the thing I did, to keep here running. It wasn't easy, but because of my determination and there wasn't a day I've regretted being at. Tough time comes, you could say, think to yourself that why people are succeeding in acting, why I'm not succeeding. So those are those days like happen that I've been saying to myself, I really want to quit, but I didn't regret like being at. I really want to like quit and go, but anytime I come to the studio and watch my work, I'm like, there is hope. Like as I said, my work really like motivates me, like talks to me a lot that there is hope and one day I'm going to hit there. So that was like, because I never regret doing that.
Does,
No, I could say being an artist, I've never disturbed any relation that I had. Mine got to a time when I was like, because nothing is going on, you were like, let me go get some job for you so you could do and forget about this act. But later on, I told her no. So, but later on, I started like commission work started coming and I had a few money and he has to ask me, where is this coming from? I told him, this one is coming from her. So he was the one also like kind of like motivated me and also like keep me pushing that I should do more and more. And so that's the reason why I keep on pushing. So I could define success and artist like